What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. We'll be looking at the latest Arsenal news, and you know what? We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to predict the top four race. We're going to go through each Arsenal game until the end of the season, get everyone involved, get your predictions in. We're going to see what kind of points tally we're going to finish on and what we've got to do if we're going to finish in the top four. Big up to each and every one of you for tuning in today. Hope you're all well, people. Happy Friday. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. It's Friday. Come on, people. Weekend settings. Heat wave in the UK, people. As I say, not quite a heat wave still. But listen, when the sun's out, it's happy days, people. Lakers settings, man. As I said, I'm not even going to lie, people. I'm a bit of a New York Knicks fan, you know. But listen, supporting the New York Knicks and Arsenal, that's all too much pain, people. So I can't lie. I kind of go wherever LeBron James goes. That's my guy when it comes to basketball. But big up to everyone tuning in. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great Friday. Let's go into Granit Xhaka mode, of course, people. Slow this ras down a little bit because the comments are flying in as always. Big up to each and every one of you. And we're just grinding our way through the international break right now. I can't lie, people, you know. I'm just waiting for Arsenal to come back. Noel said, yo, Curtis, first time commenting, been watching for over a year. Always like the videos. Big up Curtis in the community. Big up yourself, Noel. A lot of people coming out now saying first time commenting and all of that, you know. But yeah, I appreciate it. Big up Anthony, man. Blessings from sunny northwest London. Big C. Killburners. Love for Curtly and the see you net. Big up to each and every one of you every time. Stand up if you hate Tottenham. Come on, people. You know we have to stand up, people. You know we have to stand up once just to let them know. North Macedonia did a madness, eh? I can't lie, people. You know from when Chiellini pulled back Saka in the Euros, man, I kind of don't feel too sorry for him still, but that was a madness. Italy out of the World Cup, man, lost to North Macedonia. And yeah, man, it's a bad one for them at home as well. They should have won that. I think they had like 20 shots on goal. Omar, first time. Hey, Omar, come on, man. We see you every day. Italy bottled it, made the international break more interesting. Yep. I see the boy Bale turned up yesterday as well. 2 goals. Justin said, big up Curtly, Daily Darwin, we're Arsenal and we'll take anyone. Shameless settings, I'm telling you. JK said, big up Curtis, did you see João Felix is only on 68k a week? The 80 mil price tag doesn't look so bad. He didn't even start, did he? I think he came on for about 20 minutes. It ain't going to Rome this time, for real. It's the history of the Italy, yeah, man. Chiellini had to hold that one still. It's the players, Curtis. Dre said, I'm going to have to send you a Raptors jersey. Bun the Flakers. Hey, man. Like I said, man, I'm kind of LeBron, but I know that the Lakers are not doing great, to be honest. So, hey, it's all mad. Assad, I feel sorry for Turkish. He looked like he was about to explode. I see, I think Turkey missed a penalty, right, at 2-1 and then lost 3-1. So, yeah, I'm sure his head was gone. Mancini up for grabs. That's a good point. But anyway, people, let's get into the latest news. Make sure you smash a like. Like I said, the main part of this show, we're generally just going to go through all of the remaining games, kind of give a bit of a prediction and see on what the points tally is, what we finish up on, and if we think that's going to be enough to get us in the top 4 or not. So it'll be quite an interactive show. Yesterday's show was absolutely fantastic, by the way. The comments, you lot were absolutely brilliant yesterday. Comedy settings, people really enjoyed it. Yeah, big game today. Ghana against Nigeria. Big game that. 2 massive African nations. Liam said AFTV posted about Haaland. As I said, people, it's a slow week. You know, they're saying, can we get Haaland? And I'm like, you know what? Just delete this quickly before anyone sees it. But let's get into a few bits of news, people. A few bits and bobs. The Jollof Derby, man, for real. Who makes the best jollof rice? Few bits of news to discuss before we do the Premier League prediction. First one. Bukayo Saka has pulled out of the England squad. He tested positive with the virus. And he's had to withdraw from the squad. Apparently trained on Tuesday, missed Wednesday and Thursday. And he's obviously tested positive. They've had to pull him out of the squad. and he won't play any of the England games. So, like you're saying, get well soon, Bukayo Saka. I suppose from a purely selfish Arsenal point of view, at least he doesn't have to play in these two games and risk getting injured. You know, you would like to think he will recover from the virus very quick. And, you know, Arsenal don't play for 10 days. We don't play till a week on Monday against Crystal Palace. And listen, get well soon to Bukayo Saka. Hopefully he recovers quickly and hopefully he's back safe and sound for the Crystal Palace game a week on Monday. Also, just adding to that, Emile Smith-Rowe has missed training with England today. Southgate has not revealed the reason why he missed training. So could this be that he has the same issue and he could possibly be out as well? But it's just come out of the England training camp that Emile Smith-Rowe has not trained this morning and will probably not play against Switzerland this weekend. So look out for the ESR news as well, people. Graham said Kieran Tierney was immense for Scotland last night. First goal for his country and another solid performance. Tierney and McSauce ripping up international football. Yeah, I think they drew, didn't they? It was a friendly, but yeah, I suppose it was great to see Kieran Tierney. I saw his header, good header actually. And yeah, well done to him. Always nice to see Arsenal's players scoring on international duty. So, yeah, as we said, Saka is out and Smith-Rowe possibly could have the same thing. I'm sure we'll hear about that pretty soon, people. Rully said, hi, Curtis. Have you heard Tim Sherwood's comments about Saka complaining to the media? I do not listen to anything that Tim Sherwood has to say. He's the biggest Arsenal hater that you will ever meet. And yet he was a boyhood Arsenal fan, but obviously playing for Tottenham, I think he's, you know, he's grown to hate us. So I don't listen or take in anything that clown says. I got to be honest. Yeah, listen, Falalu, man. I mean, I wasn't happy with this. I stayed up late last night, people, to watch Jamaica against El Salvador, and they bottled it. I'm sorry. Paul Hall is the manager. He's a good friend of mine. I speak to him on a regular basis. I actually messaged him this morning. And, yeah, poor result for Jamaica. They drew 1-1 at home to El Salvador. They were 1-0 down. They missed chances galore. I mean, Andre Gray got the equaliser, but they can't qualify for the World Cup now. And all they can do is try and get ready for the next World Cup, you know, 2026. So, yeah, it was a disappointing result for Jamaica. Missed chances galore, people. Missed chances galore. And they had a decent team out. Leon Bailey, Andre Gray, Ravel Morrison and all of that, you know. Most pundits in England are clowns. There's some bad ones there, man. There was some... Nah, I don't want him sacked. But it's going to take a while. Yeah, Gabriel Martinelli made his senior debut for Brazil. Came on for the last 20 minutes. They brought him on for Vinicius Jr. He looked lively. Didn't get the ball too much. But listen, he's a Brazilian international now. So the price just went up, people, you know. As soon as you get that Brazil cap, that's 20 million more on your price tag. So I'm delighted for him to get the opportunity. Jamaica 2026 World Cup champions. Listen, just qualify. That's all they need to do. Just qualify. Don't worry about winning it. That ain't going to happen. It's the lizards, Curtis. I'm telling you, bro. It's them lizards in yard, man. Mashing up everything. Let's move on, people. Let's move on. It might be a slightly shorter show today. I'll let you all enjoy the weather, but we'll get through the bits and bobs. Now, this news was interesting. I think it was a bit clickbaity this morning. Now I've read the whole story. It sounds a little bit different, but according to Eric Farrier, who is a TV Globo journalist, on the Brazil manager Tite, he said there is already negotiations of Tite working in English football, working at Arsenal. He worked with Edu Gaspar. There is intention. Negotiations have begun. And that is coming out of ESPN in Brazil. Now, initially, the whole thing was, oh, that's it. You know, Edu wants him to have the Arsenal job and Arteta's going to get sacked. Now they're running with the story saying, you know, he would come and work with Arsenal in some sort of director of football capacity after the World Cup. And obviously he's got major links to all of the Brazilian national team because he's the manager. So I don't think the story is the way that it looks. I think initially people were saying that this could be the guy coming in to replace Arteta. I think it's more to come in and replace him. Man said, I knew you lot was gonna do that with the name. You know, listen. I'm putting my hands up. I'm innocent. Tite to replace Teta. Yeah, man. You know what I mean. Although Robbie's saying, no, just sack him and give him the job. I mean, listen, I don't know. I suppose that's what Edu was supposed to be here for in the first place. The fact that he had links to the Brazilian national team and we were supposed to reap, you know, the rewards of that. He hasn't done anything really. So now they're going to try and get the Brazilian national team because Edu isn't really doing his job. So I don't know. Chris said, so is Edu trying to give his job to Tite? I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't buy too much into this story. I can't lie, people. Mick said, "Oh, you're wearing the Lakers jersey. It's a great show on HBO about the Lakers dynasty in the 70s, 80s. A good show about what a good show about how a club should be run." Man said, "Tite, Teta, Tite. Let's call the whole thing tit for tat." Edu's assistant travel agent. Oh man, I knew you lot was gonna run wild with the with this guy's name. Let me come off it anyway. But yeah, I don't see it happening. Tits for tats. Dear DJ Sweets. Now, man, Arteta's doing his thing. I was a hater, but I can't lie. I can actually see what he's trying to do. Like I said, people, he's just got to complete the mission. That's it. As long as he gets us in that top 4, we're cool, people. We're cool. Tite is the Brazilian national team manager. He's the Brazilian national team manager. But let me move on from that one, because I think that one's gonna get me into trouble. Right, let's move on. You know what? That's one more story actually before we get into the Premier League predictions. Saliba to start for France tonight. I mean, that would be unbelievable. That would be unbelievable for him. Just get him back to the carpet real quick. Yeah, Anthony, you're right. It's going to go up, you know. But hey, we move on. What do you think of this one, people? Roberto Firmino will have just 1 year left on his Liverpool contract this summer. He could make an ideal replacement for Alexander Lacazette. Thoughts, people? Thoughts? Interesting, because for me, Lacazette kind of plays in the Firmino role. But Firmino is probably better than Lacazette in that role. The only thing is, 30 years of age, big wages. Would you take him, people? Would you take him? Let me know. Let's get the first poll up. Let's get the first poll up of the day, people. Would you take Bobby Firmino at Arsenal? I think the fact he's 30 years of age just kind of stops that. And to be honest, I've got to be honest, I want a striker that hits the back of the net a little bit more. All this false 9 thing doesn't work for me. Would you take Firmino at Arsenal? First poll of the day, people. More polls than a strip club. It's just a younger Lacazette for me. So, man said for me, no. That's an absolute bagger. Yeah, I hear you on that, cleansing. I hear you. I want us to sign a goal scorer. I want someone that can get 15 to 20 goals. Listen, he's better than Lacazette. Don't get me wrong, in my opinion. But 30 years of age on high wages, it's not the way to go. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Right, there we go. I'm back. I left the tap running in the background, man. Live TV. It's crazy, people. But yeah, Firmino, he does always score against us. I mean, that's one way to stop him banging goals against us all the time. But for me, I ain't going for it. Hey, big up Broski Turkish in the background, man. Hope you're well, my bro. He's coming with a straight one-word answer. Turkish, we're going to have to do a show because I need that Timo Werner. I need that explaining to me in 4K. I can't lie. Big up Turkish, man. Let the people know when the Big Six show's on. I know, what is it, Friday? You doing one today or is it next weekend? Nkunku for me would be a great signing. You know, we could have signed him when Emery was manager. The club didn't pursue it. And this is why I do say at times that I think Emery got a little bit of a hard outlook from the Arsenal fans, because when you look at it, he tried to sign Nkunku for 12 million from PSG. He'd been the manager there. and they're now saying he's worth 50 million. He's got like 30 goal contribution this season. You're now also looking at Fabinho, who for me is the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League. I know some people say Kante. I consider Kante a box-to-box midfielder rather than an actual DM. I suppose you could compare Fabinho to Rodri. I think Fabinho is the best DM in the Prem. So he knew what he was doing. He wanted Zaha instead of Pepe. You know, if he'd have got Nkunku, Fabinho, and Wilfred Zaha, who knows what could have happened under Emery. But hey, it is what it is. They didn't give him anything that he wanted. You know, not a damn thing did they give him. Emery, the misunderstood genius. Listen, it must be hard as a manager. Imagine going somewhere and asking for players and they give you totally different ones and then go, actually, you didn't work with them players. You go, well, I didn't even want them anyway. Clement said I'd taken Nkunku over Firmino. Listen, I think the general feeling with Firmino is right. I wouldn't really go for him. I do think he's better than Lacazette in that false nine role, but for me, he's not the one. Turkish said next Wednesday, the Big Six live. We have a couple of bits coming out on the official Big Six channel this weekend. Look out for that, peeps. Look out for that. In fact, I saw him yesterday. He said they'd done some shows. He said Werner was one name in a list of about 8 or 10 that I said I would take at Arsenal. The internet just turns it into a mad It's sad, bro. You know what you've said it. No one don't want to hear explanation. You know, I've been getting it for about a week about saying I'd take Pogba and all of that, man. But it's out there now. It's out there. Emery was disrespected a lot. Celtics versus Lakers, Bird v Magic, a great era to look back on. It's true. It's true. We'll leave that poll up and I'll end that shortly and then we'll get into the predictions, people. Let's get some of your comments in. Idris said, I will take him for experience and sign another forward that can get 15 to 20 goals. Firmino ain't going to come to Arsenal and play backup dancer, is he? If he comes here, he's going to want to play every week. So if we signed him and then signed another striker, I just don't see that happening. Did you see Saeed's quick reflexes in that? Hey, man, I'm telling you. It's a good job he reacted quick, man. That brother there, I don't know what that brother was doing, you know. But it could have been trouble. It could have been trouble for him. Big up South London's fan. Yeah, people, you know what? Let me do my bits and bobs, man, before they start going crazy. Don't forget, this video is sponsored by Spitch. Link in the description below. Completely free to join. You can win up to £12,000 each weekend. Lots of vouchers, you know, AirPods and all of that good stuff, people. Go and download that. Link in the description. Spitch is a company made by OneFootball, so very good company. And just try and win some money, people. We're in the middle of a pandemic, man. Do what you got to do, peeps. Win that money, man. And do what you got to do. Saeed, 99 reactions. I'm telling you, man. Big up to him, man, boy. It's that would have been a madness if that video lasted another 2 or 3 seconds. It was problems, but he did well. I don't want Arteta to be sacked till the next 2 seasons. Listen, I don't think you can commit to Arteta for that long in terms of, I don't think we can put a time span on Mikel Arteta. If Mikel Arteta continues to move us forward, then keep him here. That's fine, you know. If he doesn't, then the brother's got to go. I can't lie. What would be an interesting topic? And this is one that I'm going to bring up next week. Maybe I'll do this when I get a couple of people on the show. I want to know whether you think if Mikel Arteta misses out on top 4 this season, that he should remain in charge of the club. I think that's a really good debate to have. I brought that up yesterday saying that I think if he misses out on top 4, I think he's failed for the season, which is a very strong comment, even though at the start of the season, I didn't think we could get top 4, but I just think top 4 is wide open. And I think next season will be 10 times more difficult to get it than this season. Having, you know, Tottenham and Manchester United have sacked their manager. They're not playing great this season as well. So Seth said, Curtis, who poses the top 4 threat, United or Tottenham? I think both, but we will break it down a little bit more. Micah said, I've seen enough progress to keep him. Listen, it's out there, innit? I understand why some people would keep him. I understand why some wouldn't. I just feel like if we don't get top 4 this year, I think the progress has been too slow, in my opinion. I don't think it should have taken 3 seasons to get back in the top 4 from when he took over. We've ended the poll. 72% of you said you wouldn't take Firmino at Arsenal, which I agree with. 28% said you would have taken him. Arteta is not a bad coach, I agree, but is he a good enough coach? If he gets top 4, then listen, he deserves huge praise from everybody. If he doesn't get top 4, I think he would have to. I would say his job should be on the line. I've got to be honest. Considering Emery came 5th, when he came through the door, if you'd have said to me in 3 seasons' time and 250 mil, I think he would have had to have got top 4 by then. But we'll save that for a show. We'll save that for the show. Penalty Spot said, no top 4, show him the door. Right, people, you know what? Let's break it down. I want you all to interact. We're going to go through game by game. There's not a lot to talk about, so I didn't want to force content today. And we're going to go through the last games of the season. And we're going to kind of predict each game and see what kind of points tally we end up on and whether that's enough for us to get in the top 4. And then at the end of the season, we kind of look back on this show and see how far off we were. So lots of interaction. Don't want to force the news. There ain't a lot of news to talk about today. So I'm not going to force that, people. So we're just going to do this. King said, I would take Firmino, Big C's Premier League proven, can do the false 9 better than Laka, would be cheap. Him plus Darwin. Thing is, could you play both of them two? It's a lot of money to spend as well. Graham said, Curtis, a good summer window for Arsenal would be Núñez, Leao, Ruiz, Adams and Jovic. Jovic as a backup to our main striker. It's interesting. I think a lot of Arsenal fans like this Darwin Núñez now. Khan said, I used to do these all the time. Why not, man? Listen, you got to get creative with the content, man. International break is not there right now. It's not working for me. It's boring. So we get stuck into this and see if we get it right, people. So this is the week that's just gone. So obviously Arsenal have already played this. I'm thinking, actually, should we actually predict Tottenham and Man United's as well? Or should we just do Arsenal's? Because I'm just thinking, if we do Tottenham and Man United's, then we get a bit better of an idea of... I think that would make more sense if we do all 3 of them, possibly. Yeah, we'll do all 3 of them. We'll do all 3 of them. I think that makes more sense. If I just do the Arsenal one, then we don't really know what the other teams... Yeah, we'll do all 3. We'll just skip through it a little bit quicker. Now we're going to do all 3. So this is the week that's just gone. So Man United were supposed to play Liverpool, but that game's been rearranged. So we'll start with this one. Tottenham just beat West Ham. Arsenal just beat Aston Villa. Liverpool, Man United. Just for the sake of the show and to speed through it, any victory I'm just going to put down as 2-0. Rather than as debating 2-1, 3-2, whatever the score's going to be, I'm just going to say any result is a 2-0 win, right? So Manchester United go to Anfield. They're not winning that, in my opinion. So there you go. We go 2-0. We go 2-0 on that one. We go to the next week. So this is the next week that's coming up. This is the next set of fixtures. These are the ones after the international break. So Tottenham play Newcastle at home. Manchester United play Leicester at home. Arsenal play Crystal Palace away. I mean, I got to be honest. We probably got the hardest game out of the 3 there. We probably got the hardest game. Man United at home to Leicester. 6:30 on Saturday evening. I think Manchester United beat Leicester. I haven't been impressed with Leicester. They got no Vardy at the moment. I think United will grind out a win there. So I'm going to give United a win. And we've got to be honest, I think Tottenham beat Newcastle at home. So I'm going to go 2-0 on that as well. I can't see Newcastle going away and beating them. Spurs are quite good at home. United are at home as well. Shive said, yo, Curtly, let me in. Everyone's in today, people. Everyone's in. Gunnar 8 saying United draw. I can't see it. I just think Leicester, there's something not right with Leicester this season. And they're not very good away from home either. Caps, you're right. They're already in Dubai, man, ordering drinks. They're chilling. They'll get beaten. Will Arsenal beat Crystal Palace? Is the question. Monday night football. Everybody will have already played. Are we going to go to Palace and win? I never like Arsenal playing at Palace. I never like it. We have a very inconsistent run of form there. Zaha always wants to rip us up. I'm going to squeeze a draw out. No, I'm going to squeeze a win for Arsenal. I'm going to squeeze a win. We're in good form. Vieira do us a favour. I'm probably being a bit biased here. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to squeeze a win for us. Christian said the goalposts have moved. Teams have been in the top 4 spot most of the season after passing in January. It has to get top 4. Europa won't cut it. I'm with you, but I think the majority of the fan base would disagree. But I'm with you on that. Big up, Christian. I'm going to be biased and give us a win. But I'm not going to lie. If we went there and dropped points, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. We skip through. We skip through, people. The next week, Manchester United go to Everton. Early kickoff on the Saturday, 1:30. I see a lot of people saying a draw, Arsenal Palace, and I got to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me. They drew with us at home. But I'm giving us the win just because we're in good form at the moment. The following week, Man United go to Everton at 1:30. Tottenham go to Villa at 6:30. And we play Brighton at home. That's a good weekend for us. We beat Brighton. Danny Welbeck derby. I'm confident we win that. Manchester United at Everton. I mean, I think Man United win just because Everton are stinking out the place right now. I've watched them the last few games. They're horrendous. Eventually, they're going to have to turn up and produce something, but I think they'll lose that. I think Ronaldo, the way they're defending, man, they're so bad in defense. But I'm going to be honest. I think Aston Villa can get something at home against Tottenham. I think they can get something. Even though Villa stunk out the place against Arsenal, Gerrard's going to go mad against them. He's not going to accept that. So I'm going to go for Aston Villa. Or at least a draw. What we going with, people? Everton are so bad. They are bad. They're not bad at home, but they've been terrible this season. Easy win for Spurs, said HZ. I'll go for a draw. Let's go for a draw. Because to be honest, Villa didn't look good the other day. We'll go for a draw. But I think Villa could win that. I think a draw is fair. Late kick-off. Coutinho probably bend one in the top corner. Kane gets a late equaliser. We'll go for a draw. I think that's fair. We go for a draw so far. So, let's go to the next week. What's next, people? Tottenham play Brighton at home. That's a bad week for us. We go to Southampton, which I don't like. Southampton away. Man United play Norwich. This is a bad week. This is a bad week for us. We're going to have a tough week that week. I think Tottenham beat Brighton. Brighton are on the beach as well. And I think Manchester United batter Norwich at home. But obviously, I'm just putting 2-0. So I suppose the question here, do Arsenal beat Southampton away from home? And let's be honest. I think Southampton are a little bit on the beach as well. I think they're a little bit on the beach. But again, we haven't got a good record at Southampton. But the bias, Arsenal, is just coming in my head. And I'm saying we're going to beat them. But we could drop points there. I'm going to give us a win. I'm being horribly biased here. But I do think Southampton are on the beach. I think they're on the beach, people. I can't lie. I've watched them as well. I think Burnley beat them the other week. Grind out a win, man. That's all we got to do. Grind out a win. Big up Buenos Aires on his lunch break. Keep throwing in your comments. Do you think we'll win? I think we can beat Southampton. I think Southampton are in beach mode a little bit. Listen, Palace and Southampton are tricky games for us, but because of the form, I'm going to give it us. The week after, Manchester United at the Emirates. This is massive, people. This is massive. 1:30 kickoff on the 23rd of April. This is also the day Tyson Fury fights Dillian White. What a sporting day that is, by the way. I think we beat Man United. I think we beat Man United. We've got a great record against United at the Emirates. It is a 6-pointer. I've got to be honest. I think we beat them. I know I'm going a bit mad. I've given Arsenal like 3 wins, 4 wins in a row here, but I think we're going to beat Man United. Talk to me, people. Am I getting carried away? This will be 4 wins in a row. Am I getting carried away? Arsenal v Ronaldo. I think we get the better of them. I think we pocket Ronaldo and beat them. I'm giving us the win. I'm on smoke today, people. The weather's nice. I'm giving us a win. Tottenham play Brentford. Tottenham play Brentford. Do you know what? For the sake of the content, I'm going to make it a draw. Because I think we'll draw one of the games out of Southampton away, Palace away, and Man United at home. If I'm being totally honest, I can't see us winning all 3 of them games. I think we'll drop points in one of them. So I'll put this one down as a draw. I can't see us winning all 3 of them. Can't just give us wins. You know, we're capable sometimes of, and Lacazette as well. And our away form isn't as good. So I'm gonna put a draw down. I can't just keep putting us down as wins. We're gonna drop points. It hurts me to say it, people. I think Tottenham beat Brentford. Can Brentford get a draw at home? Yeah, man. I was getting carried away, but Tottenham against Brentford. This is a hard one to call for me because on one hand, I'm thinking about the Brentford we played at their ground at the start of the season. They were very difficult to beat at their ground. But lately, man. I mean, Ivan Toney's saying all kinds of madness online. Eriksen's back as well. This is a tough one to call. I feel like, can we squeeze a draw out of this from Brentford? Or is it a Tottenham win? It hurts me to say it. I think Tottenham are going to beat them. I think Brentford are a little bit shutting down shop as well. I feel like I'm giving them too many wins. This is a little bit worrying. I'm going to give them the win. I think they're going to beat them. The next week, people, we got West Ham away. Man United got Brentford at home. Tottenham have got Leicester. Man United will beat Brentford at home. Brentford are shocking away from home. We go to West Ham. And Spurs play Leicester. I think Spurs win again. I think Spurs, they're going to be a problem. Their running is easier than I thought. They're not really playing anyone. We go to West Ham. That's a tough game as well. On the back of just playing Man United straight to West Ham, I'm panicking myself. Do you know what? I'm going to keep it 100. Depends what West Ham are doing, don't it? Because if West Ham are still in Europe, they might start letting these games go. If they get knocked out to Lyon, then they're going to go all out. I'm going to go for a draw. It's a tricky one. Just for the sake of the content, I'm going to go for a draw. We can beat West Ham, but it's definitely not easy for me to just say we're going to go to West Ham and beat them, Oh, yeah, so by the looks of it, this app has not updated all of our games because we got Chelsea as well and it hasn't added it, and that's going to ruin the content a bit now, isn't it? Because we've actually still got Chelsea and Tottenham to play, and it looks like they haven't added them to these fixtures, so that's going to mess things up slightly as well. But we'll get the general idea. So the week after, we play Leeds at home. That's 3-point collecting. The only thing, these games will get a bit more tricky because these teams will be fighting to stay up. Man United go to Brighton and Tottenham go to Liverpool finally. Liverpool will beat Tottenham because they're going to be in the title race. 3 games to go. That's going to go to the wire. I'm giving Liverpool 3 points there. Man United against Brighton. Man United against Brighton. What do you make of that? Brighton look pretty shabby at the moment. And they're kind of in beach mode as well. That's the problem. Leeds are no-brainer. We'll beat them. Shane said, are we getting Haaland? Shane? Do you want to tell him, people? I'm not sure. There's no chance. You think United can draw? United could draw. I've given United a lot of wins, but Faye's saying they always beat Brighton. I think they're going to beat them. I think Brighton will be on the beach. Literally, the beach round the corner by then. The week after that, we go to Newcastle. Tottenham play Burnley. Man United play Chelsea. That's interesting. Again, people, I think Tottenham win again. Burnley at home. They could be relegated by them, Burnley. Man United Chelsea is an interesting one. Because Chelsea don't attack, really. They don't attack that much. So I could see that being a draw, possibly. Nima said, remember Wenger saying teams are on the beach? It happens, man. It happens. I can't see Chelsea beating Man United away from home. I think that's a draw. Obviously, listen, a lot can change because Chelsea could be in the Champions League semi-final. And then this game don't mean as much and they might rotate or, a lot can change. I can't see Chelsea going away from home and beating Man United. I think United drew with them away. So I'm going to go for a draw there. Arsenal at Newcastle. I got to go for a win because I think Newcastle will be safe by this point with a couple of games to go. So I'm going to give us the win. I think Newcastle will be shutting down at this point. They'll be looking for new signings, man. I think we got a decent record at Newcastle as well in the last few years. But not easy. Definitely not easy. Brighton throwing pebbles on the beach. I'm telling you, man, I think they'll be chilling. Chelsea will beat United, says King. Interesting. Haaland is coming to Arsenal. Why are you capping? Oh, Zach, don't you start. Jimbo, thank you for the super chat. Looks like you can go back to previous weeks where they were postponed. Oh, yeah. Hey, big up to you, man. I didn't even notice that. Let me finish, and then we'll go back and see if you can add those results. And then the last game of the season, Everton at home. I mean, listen. Everton at home could be tricky depending on their situation. Imagine they need to win to stay up. So I kind of hope Everton have already secured their safety and then we slap them all over the place. I'm giving us a win. I can't see Everton bringing anything. Man United go to Palace. Ooh, that's not an easy one. Tottenham go to Norwich. I think Norwich will be long gone and relegated by then. Faye saying Palace away, we never win. I'm going to give Man United a draw. I don't think I've only given Man United one defeat. I'm going to give them a draw. I know United fans will go, well, you've just said Arsenal will beat Palace, but Man U won't. I think Spurs will beat Norwich. Norwich are shocking, and they'll be in the Championship by then anyway. So, would you agree with them ones, people? Man U lose, you reckon? Everton beat us this season. I know, that's when Santa Claus was turning up and just handing out Arsenal wins. Palace beat United, a lot of people saying. Spurs have got by far the easiest run. Yeah, the Tottenham games there, they got Norwich. One thing I'll say about this, people, Tottenham have got an easy running. Easy running, man. Which isn't good. Norwich already relegated. Now they're still knocking about, but they'll be gone. Scarrett said, no, Vieira will punish United like he used to. Probably 1-1. I'll be fuming if we let top four slip and Spurs get it. And this is what I'm saying. Let me go back to them previous weeks then where the games were called off. It was Leicester, Norwich. Tottenham, Arsenal. Whew. People, speak to me honestly here. Spurs against Arsenal. Arsenal haven't beaten Tottenham away from home in the league since 2015, people. 7 years since we beat them. I mean, that game's going to be massive. I think they're going to keep that till like the last game or second to last week of the season, I think they're saying. I'd probably say a draw. I can't see us beating them at the moment. We've just got a bad record there for some reason. But I can't see us losing either, if I'm being honest. But most of you are saying draw. The fact most of you are saying draw means deep down we're kind of nervous that we could lose. Because usually we come out on smoke and say, yeah, man, we'll beat them. But we'd be nervous, I'm telling you. I'll take a draw just to stop them gaining on us more than anything. What else then? So Chelsea against Arsenal. This is the other one. So it's crazy that our game in hand is the Chelsea game. Just for the sake of content and me being honest, I'm going to give Arsenal a defeat. Because I haven't given Arsenal one defeat in all of these games. And I can't imagine we're going to go undefeated in 10 games. So, you know, we got Lacazette up front. There's going to be a day where Lacazette just gets handled and we get dealt with. If I'm being honest, we're not going to go unbeaten for 10 games. It's just not realistic with this team. Not that we're not capable of it, but I'm just going to put that one down as an L. They battered us at the start of the season as well. That North London derby could be the biggest one in absolute years. Really could. I reckon they'll make that like the second to last game of the season. And the other one is Chelsea-Leicester. Yeah, we don't care about that. So, yeah, there we go. We're finished. Right. Now, I'm pretty sure when I did this before, you just press calculate. And then I think it should have changed the Premier League table. Let me check. Where are we? There you go. I mean, listen, I haven't done the other teams. So ignore the fact that we're second in the league because I obviously haven't done Man City and Liverpool. But the way we've predicted it, that would put us 4 points ahead of Tottenham at the end of the season. Man United 7 points behind us. I mean, listen, I'm going to have to look back through the video. I've probably been massively biased towards Arsenal. Obviously, I didn't do the Man City and Liverpool results. They'll be the top two, and Chelsea will probably be third. But just in terms of Arsenal, Tottenham, and Manchester United, that would get us 4 points ahead of them. And that was with a loss against Chelsea as well. So, 75 points. I think 75 points would get us there. I gave us 2 draws. Draw at West Ham. Draw against Manchester United, a draw against Tottenham, and a defeat against Chelsea. So that's 3 draws, a defeat, and then win the rest. I think that's doable, people. I think that's doable, to be honest. I'm just checking something now, just to see if I added that up right, which I'm pretty sure I did. So we got 10 games left. So I've done 3 draws, a defeat, 6 wins. 6 wins out of 10. 6 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat, top 4, bang. Stop the count. A lot of people were saying Palace will be a draw, though. I think people are nervous about Palace. 6 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss, top 4. I'll meet you at the Bernabeu next season. Real Madrid versus Arsenal. Bro, I gave Chelsea the win. I think that's fair. I don't think it's right for me to say Arsenal will go 10 games without losing. I don't think we're built strong enough with that run. A draw against Palace, but a win against United. Yeah, even if we flip it somewhere. 3 draws, 1 defeat, 6 victories, top 4 Mikel Arteta. We ride off into the sunset, Arsenal fans, in the summer. Simple as that. Cray said, I think we'll lose 1 more game. The funny thing is, Southampton and Palace are grounds that we are not very good at. They're grounds that we are not very good at. Yeah, bookmark the stream. Bookmark it. I've got us 4 points ahead of Tottenham. And the funny thing was, I felt like I was giving Tottenham wins every week. So, we've done well. We've done well there. But, hey, we'll look back at this at the end of the season. Meet you at the Bernabeu, man. I'm telling you. I'll meet you at the Bernabeu, people. We can still have another draw or loss. Yeah, with the way I've put it there, another draw or loss and we'd still get top 4. 6 wins out of 10. We could probably get away with 5 wins out of 10 there, like you said, because I put us 4 points ahead of Spurs. So 5 wins out of 10 and probably 3 draws and 2 defeats. Arsenal should be getting that. We should win half of our remaining games. Benzema v Laka. Laka will be long gone, bro. He'll be on the bench at Lyon. Don't you worry about that. I thought that was quite fun, people. I felt like I was being a bit biased at the start. I can't help myself. It's very difficult to predict your own team dropping points. Maybe one or two more of them will be draws. That's the only thing, you know. But it's interesting. Sarvesh said, I think we can all say that we must avoid losses in the remaining games. What we can't do is go and lose 2 or 3 games in a row, and then we're panicking. If we come back from the break, get beaten by Palace, and then we've still got to play Chelsea, still got to play Man United, still got to play Tottenham and West Ham, that's where the panic sets in, you know. Like we said, we've seen it there. 6 wins will probably be enough. As long as we don't lose to Man United or Spurs, and that's it. When teams are trying to catch up with you, sometimes a draw is good enough because they don't gain anything. Faye said that North London derby will be a decider, I think. So you're writing off your own team from the top 4 race. I have to admit, United's run looks quite difficult. Big up Johnny, man. Yes, he said, yo, Big C, it's my birthday. Can you shout me out, please? Big up to you, bro. Johnny AFC London, man. He's been supporting for a while. Have a good birthday, bro. Hope you're well. Tarun said, Big C making predictions like Kevin Campbell. Kev would say all wins. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Kev might have said different. Make sure you like the video. Slightly different content today. Listen, it was a slow news day. I didn't want to sit here capping all day talking about things that we know aren't going to happen. So can we get 1,000 likes on the video? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to download the Twitch. Twitch link is in the description. And make sure you download Spitch as well, people. Big prizes, big competition this weekend. Get involved in that completely free. You do have to be 18, though, to get involved. And go and download that. And big up to everyone who has followed me on Twitch, actually, because I think we're about 750 followers on there. If we could hit 1,000 on there, that would be great, people. What we're going to do, next couple of shows, I'm going to do something different as well because it's just slow news at the moment. I'm going to do a best ever team at the Emirates, and we might do a worst ever team as well just for banter. So yeah, we're going to do our best ever Emirates team, and then maybe we'll do a worst ever Emirates team. That'll take us into like early next week, and then obviously we'll start talking about the games coming up at the weekend. And yeah, we're going to do some collabs. I was going to do them this week, but a lot of people have gone away and some people aren't streaming daily at the moment, so we'll do the collabs next week, people, in the build up to the Palace game. Doopy T said, Big C, it's also my birthday. Can you shout me out? Happy birthday, bro. Hope you're well. Have a great day. Yeah, FIFA on Twitch. We're going to do FIFA. We're also going to do some streams on there, but probably more general football content rather than mainly specific Arsenal content, you know. So that'll be starting next week, people. Hendaguna, big up to you. Yeah, we're going to round up there, people. A bit of a shorter one today, 48 minutes. The sun's out today, so I'm going to get out and try and enjoy it a little bit. Foot Champs on Twitch, yep, so you're going to have serious meltdowns on there, let me tell you. There is no meltdown like a FIFA meltdown, let me tell you. Anybody that plays FIFA, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all of your input. If you're watching this on playback, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you disagree with some of my predictions? Tell me how many wins you think we'll get out of the 10, and tell me what results you think were wrong from what I put in the show. Really enjoyed it today. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, people, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bless.